Welcome back to your last budget launch. We are going to talk about the Money Goals Planner and Tracker. So let me just show you real quick. This is how you find it. So on any given month, all of the budget templates kind of like show up like this, and there is always a link here to create a copy of the tracker page. So this is totally different than the budget. It's a different spreadsheet. And the way it works is you only use one of these. So whereas each month for your budget, you get a new spreadsheet for the month, you fill it in and get started. This is something that once you copy it, make your own copy and save it to your drive, you're gonna use this same exact spreadsheet over multiple months because it's for goals that you have over a long period of time. So this particular tab is sinking funds, but then the rest of them are savings goals. So I'm going to show you how this works. So the sinking fund calculator, this is important to know kind of like as you're getting started with your budget, if you want some help with kind of setting your monthly target. So if you're starting your planning page and you're like, okay, let's say the holiday fund, right? I want to save up for the holiday gift fund, right? Let's say you want to have $800 saved up and you want to save it over, for a lot of us, we would say over 12 months, right? For the whole year. So you would save 66, 67 every month, but that only works if you start in January, right? What if you don't have 12 months? What if you're like, okay, well, it's March. I already like budgeted for this month, kind of, I don't have any extra. So we've got April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Let's say like by the end of October, you want everything saved. So that's 7 months. So I'm going to change this to 7. All right. If I want to make that happen, I have to set aside about $115 every month starting in April so that I am ready by November 1st to spend the $800. Okay. So that's how you can kind of finagle this to decide what you want to set your sinking funds at. Now, somewhat similarly, we have savings goal trackers. There's 5 of them here. You could like make multiple copies if you wanted. Like if you needed more, you could hit this and say duplicate and change the colors if you'd like. But here's how this works. Let's say that you have you've got a vacation fund. That's your goal. And you decide, okay, we're taking this vacation. It is going to cost us $2,500. Okay. Maybe you're starting this budget and you're like, okay, we've already saved up $450 towards this. And the last month of saving for this, so it's March of 2025. Let's say that the vacation is going to happen in August of 2026, but we need to have all the money saved up by like April of 2026. Okay. So April 2026, we need all the money. I can't, it's March, but I don't have money for this right now. I'm going to start in April of 2025. Okay, here we go. Notice how these are in light gray, what I just typed in, and the rest are in white. Same thing holds, you cannot type on white. So that's 13 months of saving. So your initial plan, based on you already have $450 towards this, so that means to hit the rest of it, you need $158 a month, or specifically this, right? Because this is the remaining amount to be saved. So in the gray section, this is what I mean about you're going to keep this over many months. So let's say it gets to be April, and you're like, okay, I saved $158. Great. The next month, I saved $158. And when I say that, what I mean is in your actual budget spreadsheet, you have allocated another $158 towards this. And so what you would really do is like you'd set vacation fund as a category on your planning page, and you'd set the target to be $158. And then each month you'll have the rollover amount of like, you'll start with $450 of rollover and add in $158 of new money assigned this month. And then the next month, the 158 and the 450 altogether would be the rollover, and you'd add another 158. And then let's say June arrives and the refrigerator breaks, and you're like, yeah, no, like that money's going toward the fridge. Like that, we don't have money for the vacation fund, even though this is exactly the point of a zero-based budget that it's really hard to convey in my videos that I do online. But it's like you can make a beautiful plan where you're like, I'm sending 158 to vacation every month. But then the fridge breaks and you're like, yeah, no, we're not. That's not getting saved for that. So let's say you save zero. Notice what happens. Everything else changes. So let's say the next month you're like, okay, I've got 125. That's all I got. So it's telling you what you need to save per month to hit your goal on time. And so maybe one month you're like, oh, I've got 250 this month. So it goes down a little bit. And it will recalculate if you're suddenly like, oh no, the money is due sooner. We need it in March of 2026. Okay, we got to set aside even more. So this will change over time as you update this, okay? And so the rest of these are all the same. They're just different colors to help you keep track. But so this is how you use the savings goals. So this is the money goals planner and tracker for different long-term savings goals. So this might be like saving up for a baby or saving for a wedding or saving for like replacing your roof or something super exciting like that. And calculating out how much for your sinking funds. This is almost like just helps you do the math to figure out what should go on your planning page for the amount of money. Because for a lot of these, especially if you have an annual subscription to something, let's say it's like a, I don't know, like a golf course thing, right? Like if maybe that's your thing and you know you need $1,200 for it. And you can easily do like, okay, well, if it's over, 12 months, but what if it's only over 8 months to get started because it's due 8 months from now? You'd have to set aside $150 a month to pay that in 8 months. And then after you do, you can come back in and be like, yeah, but now that we're on track, we have 12 months to save this, and now it's only $100 in my budget per month. So be very careful as you start your budget that a lot of your annual things, you don't actually have 12 months. So check whenever your subscriptions and renewals are due.